It is 6:01, and at the request of our chair, I'm calling this April 20th meeting of the Miami Township Board of Trustees to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Morris.
Here.
Mr. Posey. Mr. Posey, can you hear me?
Here.
Mr. Cole.
Here.
I'm pleased to report there are no military casualties to address today. Chief Stiegelmeier, please read the names of our first responders.
Good evening, Board. The following is a list of first responder casualties for the period of April the 7th through April the 20th, 2021. Sergeant James Smith, Iowa State Patrol, Iowa. End of watch April 9th, 2021. Fire/police officer Laura Madeira, Selbyville Volunteer Fire Company, Delaware. End of watch April 9th, 2021. Deputy Sheriff Thomas Patrick Barnes, Jefferson Davis County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi. End of watch April 10th, 2021. Police Officer David Parday, Lexington Police Department, North Carolina. End of watch April 17th, 2021.
Please join me in a moment of silence to honor their sacrifices. Thank you. We have no guests or presentations this meeting. I will make a motion to accept the consent agenda. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Are there any discussions on the items in the consent agenda?
Mr. Morris.
Aye.
Mr. Posey.
Aye.
Mr. Cole.
Aye.
Excuse me. We're now moving on to new business. Chief Stiegelmeier, you have the first item, a motion for a liquor permit.
Good evening, Board. In your package, you've all received an application for a new liquor permit. We have recently received a new permit application for Ergo Hotels, LP, 100 Prestige Place here in Miami Township. Ergo Hotels was before us at a prior meeting for a transfer of license as well, which was approved by the board. This is a new D5A liquor license for the same establishment. And for the board's knowledge, the D5A is for spirituous liquor for a hotel with 50 or more rooms, for on-premise consumption, and mixed beverages consumption for on-premises or off-premises in originally sealed containers until 2:30 a.m. The information is in your packet to review. We find no reason that this should not be approved, and I will entertain any questions if you have them.
Either of the other trustees have any questions?
No, sir.
We will move over to Mr. Snyder. You have the next item, resolution number 27, 2021.
Okay, good evening, Board. You do have resolution 27-2021 in your packets tonight. It is a resolution to appoint an alternate member to the Miami Township Zoning Commission. Mr. Austin Rains has requested appointment to that board as an alternate member. At this point, he would be the second alternate, meaning that, again, if the first alternate or if the original 5 regular members are not present, then he would be available to vote on matters of the board. This appointment is through the end of December of 2021. So at this point, again, he would be appointed for effectively about 7 or 8 months. You have information in your packet concerning Mr. Rain's background. He did move to the township in 2020. Beyond that, if you have any questions, be happy to go over it. But otherwise, you have, like I said, his background within your packet, and as well as a memo from Mr. Carlson.
I'm going to present a motion to table this resolution.
For the next meeting or permanently?
Well, my intent is permanently.
Okay, we'll take that under consideration in the consideration of votes and resolutions, which we'll be getting to shortly. Mr. Snyder, it's now time for the public comment period. Any individuals wishing to speak may raise their hand using the Zoom function and be added to the meeting for the purposes of participating. Is there anyone raising their hand?
I do not see anyone at this time.
Okay, resolutions, time to consider resolutions of votes, excuse me. Consider votes of resolutions and motions. I will make a motion to approve the liquor permit for Ergo Hotels. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Mr. Morris,
Newell?
Aye.
Mr. Posey,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
The next resolution, we have a motion to table resolution 27, 2021. Mr. Culp, you wish to make that motion?
Yeah, I'll make the motion to table the current resolution.
Is there a second? Not hearing a second. Is there a motion to approve resolution 27, 2021?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2721, a resolution to appoint a zoning commission alternate member, Mr. Austin Rains.
I will second that motion. Any discussion?
Mr. Morris,
Aye.
Mr. Posey,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
No.
There is no public hearing this evening. We are moving into department head comments. Chief Stiegelmeier, I understand you have something for the board.
Yes, sir, I do. I have two quick comments for this evening. The first I would like to bring up is the police department has been going through its re-accreditation process, the 4-year recertification through our national certification. I want to thank the trustees. Several of you were contacted by the committee that were doing our review. And thank you for that help. And as administrator as well, thank you for your help during the process. Leo O'Malley, our accreditation manager, did an outstanding job. We made it through the process with little, very insignificant adjustments that had to be made. So that all went well. We're anticipating the approval from CALEA in the upcoming weeks. Their on-site assessment was virtual this year, which was kind of a challenge in itself. We literally had to make videos of some of the things we do and some of the policies we do. We also had to have them via Zoom, a Zoom meeting to attend roll calls. So it's quite challenging, but overall it was a very good experience, and the department came out in a very favorable light. So thank everybody for that. The second is, I think all the trustees and the rest of the people, we received our 2020 annual police department report. It has the challenge. Our theme this year was challenges and changes. So very proud of some of the work the police department does. We've got that out for the public. We have hard copies available here at the police department. We will put it on the department website as well as the township website in electronic format here in the days to come. If anybody has any questions regarding any of the 2020 year-end report or the accreditation process, I'd be glad to talk to you about that. But again, I just want to thank everybody that assisted in that process.
Chief, thank you for reporting on the efforts to maintain the CALEA accreditation, as with the focus on policing around the country. And even today, that accreditation is an important tool to show this township and its police department stand for.
Thank you.
Any other department heads have any comments? Elected officials, Mr. Newell,
I have none.
Mr. Morris. I'll try one more time. Mr. Morris,
Sorry, I have nothing.
Mr. Culp, Mr. Culp? I will jump ahead, and if Mr. Culp has any comments, he can speak after me. Today, the
I have no
country-
comments.
Thank you, Mr. Culp. Today, the country received the verdict on the Derek Chauvin case. Regardless of your politics, as I said after the protests regarding George Floyd's death came to the township, this is an opportunity to do better and be better. I'd like to encourage the township residents and those watching this video to use this opportunity to think about how the world can be improved, how relationships between police officers and the communities they serve can improve, and how behind it all, one of the reasons that the American democracy has stood longer than any other is that a justice system stands behind it, ready to address any wrongs made against society. There are no executive or work sessions, so I will make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:11 p.m. Thank you, everyone.